Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started. So for today's Make It, we are making boba tea. Have you ever tried boba tea? I had it once a long time ago, and I didn't like it. But I saw all the new ways to make it, to have it, and thought I would try it again. You guys expressed interest as well. So, in your packets, which are available in the Yaz, are a plastic cup with a lid and a straw. Now these straws are special because they are made for boba. They're big enough that the boba beads, the pearls, can come through the straw. This is your typical bendy straw. Obviously it's much smaller in diameter. And then these are the milkshake straws that you can find at Walmart or whatever. And they're smaller as well. So just too small for the boba. So these are special boba straws just for you guys. So we've got the plastic cup, the straw, and then there is 2 tablespoons of flavor powder. And your choices this week are green apple, watermelon, and strawberry. And you can tell in the package, they're inside the straw, or inside the cup, rather. But you can see which color it is, and they are also labeled. You also have the instructions. And when you come pick it up, you need to tell me that you're here to pick it up so that I can give you your uncooked tapioca pearls, which are the boba pearls. It's recommended to keep them refrigerated if they're not cooked, and then even after they're cooked. So that's where they are. So that's why they're not in the bags. Alright, so a little boba history. It originated in Taiwan in the 80s, and it was typically served with black tea, and so that's your traditional flavors that you have there, black tea with the sugar and honey even. And then it's expanded into tons of different flavors, tons of different options. So today we're doing the fruit powder, and I'm going to use milk, so we get some milk tea, and then I've got green tea instead of black tea. And you can also use honey for your sweeteners. You could add syrups if you'd like, but we're going to keep it kind of basic today. So the first thing you need to do, this is not a quick drink, so the first thing you need to do is cook your tapioca pearls. These are the uncooked ones. They are hard to the touch, really hard. So that's not going to taste good in your drink, so you need to make sure that you cook it first. It's a fairly simple process, but it does take a little time because you have to wait for water to boil. The instructions that are in your packet tell you how to do it. Basically, you boil water. When it's boiling, then you add the tapioca pearls, and then you turn down the heat to a simmer. You want to stir every couple minutes so they don't get stuck, and cook them for 5 to 7 minutes. Eventually, when they are done, they will be soft to the touch. So when they're done cooking, what you need to do is take them out of that hot water and rinse them in cool water, and that'll help keep them together and prevent them from cooking anymore. So these are your cooked tapioca beads. These are ready to add to our drinks. So you can see that they're kind of bouncy, kind of slimy, and soft to the touch. Now once you cook them, you want to keep them, if you're not going to eat them right away, you want to keep them in a solution, a simple syrup solution. So it's 50% sugar and 50% water. You want to make sure that gets dissolved. And then you can just keep them in that liquid. It's best to eat them within 12 hours after you've cooked them. And you guys can do a little more research on your own if you want to find out different ways to cook and store your tapioca. Alright, so those are your cooked ones. So now we're ready to prepare our drink. So, like I said, you guys get one flavor of drink powder. I had strawberry recently, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do strawberry. So you get 2 tablespoons of drink powder, and you're going to add it to your cup. Or if you have a blender, you can put it in a blender, or if you've got a shaker, you can put it in a shaker. I'm going to go ultra low tech and just add it to our cup. So with the powder, you're going to add half a cup of whichever liquid you would like. You can use water, you can use milk, you can use tea. I'm going to use some hot tea because it'll help the powder dissolve a little better. So we're going to use half a cup of hot tea. So I've got my measuring cup here. And we're going to add half a cup tea straight to the cup. And it's hot, but it's not too hot, and we're going to go ahead and stir it until that powder gets dissolved. And make sure you stir it or blend it really well so that it's not too powdery for you. Like I said, the flavors that you guys have to choose from are strawberry, watermelon, and green apple. So they're fruity. There's tons of other flavors too. There's brown sugar, there's taro. Some people just like black tea and they add milk to it. And these are pretty sweet on their own. If you decide you want to add sugar, I would recommend tasting it before you do that, just to make sure that it's not too sweet for you. Alright, so now that we've added the powder, we're going to go ahead and add an additional cup of liquid. So I'm going to add milk this time because I want a little more milk. So a cup of milk. And then you're also going to add a cup of ice. Now, I only have ice cubes, but if you want crushed ice or smaller ice, that works as well. Of course, mine's all melted together in a big chunk. There we go. And then you can put your lid on, make sure you've got the hole covered, and you're going to shake it. And don't worry, I didn't forget to add the boba after you shake it. You're going to add your boba in. And and you'll see the boba has all gone down to the bottom of the drink. You're going to take your straw, put it in your lid, and you're good to go. You're ready to drink. So that is your basic fruity milk tea boba.